You don't know me, my name is Sylvie. I'm part of the North London Community Housing Donor, which are both Turkish and Kurdish community centres, one based in Hackney and one based in Tottenham. As it is known, last Saturday a protest took place outside Tottenham police station in order to attain answers or explanations as to how and why Mark Duggan, a father of four, was killed by the police on Thursday, 4th of August. The events were unleashed as a result of the police physically attacking a 16-year-old girl who, on behalf of the protesters, all of whom had demanded justice, entered the police station after waiting for around 4 or 5 hours outside the station to inquire an explanation regarding the killing. The events that had begun in Tottenham, which is an area in which a large number of migrant Kurdish and Turkish live, had very quickly spread to Enfield, Hackney, Edmonton, Islington and other regions in and outside of London. Such events represent the outburst of the oppressed people and in particular the youth against their social and economic conditions. The questions that we should all ask ourselves: what are the actual reasons for the outburst of the youth? The youth are one of the worst affected sections of the society from crisis in the world, and the cuts have taken as a result of the crisis. As a result of these cuts, 8 out of 10 youth services have been closed in Tottenham, and such cuts are not unique to Haringey. The removal of our tightening the conditions for being granted education maintenance allowance, the rise of tuition fees going up to £9,000, the low level of education attainment in deprived areas, the removal of sport from students that are experiencing problems in secondary schools, and referring these students to other institutions are just some of the problems that are experienced. According to official figures, the number of unemployed youth is 1 million. Youth unemployment is deprived in areas like Haringey and Hackney is higher. As a result of the cuts, not only has there been an increase in the level of redundancies, but there has also been an increase in unemployment levels and poverty levels. The stop and search practiced by the police is very high and in deprived areas and in areas where the migrants live. A black or ethnic youth is 10 times more likely to be stopped and searched than a white youth. An egocentric and consumerist lifestyle has thus far been imposed on the youth. At a time when poverty and unemployment have risen, the dream of educational achievement has vanished. The closure of the youth services, where the youth socially and culturally do express themselves, has occurred. A rise in the level of police oppression has taken place. The vision for a better future has eroded. Such outbursts do take place and they are social outbursts. Let's not forget that the Turkish and Kurdish youth are also part of the youth in this country, and therefore Turkish and Kurdish youth and their future are also at stake as a result of such crisis. Turkish and Kurdish labourers and traders are being pitted against the black people. The members of our community, all of whom have been forced to flee from their homeland for economic and political reasons, are being swayed to not to be alongside but against these waves of rise. We are witnessing the development of an instinctive tendency to protect their small shops and at times attacking the youth. Surely the traders have the right to protect their shops, but such events should not be used to pit the Turkish and Kurdish community against the black community. Such events should not be used to strengthen the prejudice that the oppressed and migrant communities have against each other. We the people of Turkey and Kurdistan should be act in prudent way and not fall for the trap of pitting migrant communities against each other. Moreover, we should demand that those who have killed Mark Duggan are found and held to account via the completion of inquiry into his death. Long live fraternity!